Hey guys, Joe here, 690 ADV, 690 Garage, 690 News. This is not really breaking news, but Yamaha Motor Europe, basically we all know that the Tenere 700 Adventure motorcycle has been out for a little while. They've been teasing us. Well, it basically got its press conference at the Milan Motor Show, and we've got the actual specs of this bike coming in, and we actually have release dates for Europe and for the US models that are fixing to come out. The bike itself, it's just flat gorgeous. I mean, it's just a beautiful motorcycle. They did a great job on the design of it. It has that classic kind of Yamaha look, like that 660 that they built many, many years ago that we never got here in the US. But this one right here, it's beautiful. That black, the silver, just the full layout of the bike. It's really, really nice. It comes equipped with a CP2 689cc parallel twin engine, which is real, real nice. They say it's a compact engine, but it's got a lot of strong and linear torque on the output of that bike. And it has a maximum torque of 6,500 RPM, which is nice because that's going to be good because it's kind of got that off-road setup. Which is going to have that low end torque that's really going to help you when you get off-road, which is real, real nice. The only problem with this bike so far, before I get too far into it, is I just feel that Yamaha missed the boat. I just feel they missed the boat on this one, especially with the KTM Adventure 790 that's coming out. I did a video on that just a few days ago, and if you want to check that out, here is the actual link in the description. But anyway, this bike here, it's beautiful. I mean, I think they did a great job on it. The only problem that I see with this bike right here is they teased us for entirely too long, and they're going to take too long to get this to market. I just think they're totally going to miss the boat on this motorcycle. I just think KTM is gonna steal the show on this. Anyway, we all know that this bike was built on the rally stuff, you know, the rally bikes that they have out there, and it's just, you know, it looks like a rally bike. They say it's compact and nimble. It's supposed to have really, really good off-road performance. You've seen it. It's going to do just fine. I think it's a little heavy. I'm going to get into the weight here in just a few. They say it's going to have around about a 217-mile fuel range, and it's supposed to be real torquey, and it's supposed to be real, real smooth on the engine from the throttle to the engine performance. ABS, perfect. It's going to be able to be switchable on and off road. Supposedly on the fly, that's going to be nice. It comes with a nice kind of a battle shield windscreen, hand guards, you know, bark busters, which are real, real nice. Those are going to protect your hands when you're doing your travel, which is really going to be nice. The bike itself, it has 9.7 inches of clearance underneath the skid plate into the frame. I think they kind of missed that. I really think they should have gotten around 10 inches or better on that. I mean, it's not bad. I just think that they could have gotten a little bit better on that clearance. The tubular steel, they don't mention what type of steel it is, but they're saying that it is a nice cradle tubular steel that is supposed to be super, super low weight on that. We find out what it is. I'll bring it to you. I'll put it in the description and let you know. But as of right now, they don't really say exactly what it is. So seat on that bike, it's kind of nice. I like the way they went with a flat seat on that. It's supposed to be like a gripper seat, kind of like the seat concepts. It's flat. It's supposed to basically allow you to be better planted on that when you're off-road riding. I think they got that right. I think that's nice, and it definitely it looks nice on that specific bike of the T7 Ténéré. LEDs. They got 4 of them on there. It's pretty nice. A buddy of mine had a Ténéré, what was it, 1100, and it would just blind you with the 2 LEDs they had in front. This one has 4, so I bet you that's going to do really, really well, especially off-road and in rain or fog or something like that. I think that's going to handle real, real nice. I like the battle shield windscreen. Very rally-ish looking. If you look at it, it's a very slender bike. If you look at it from the front, it's got the look. It's definitely got that look. I really, really do like that. Tires, definitely got that right. 21-inch front. Somehow, somewhere, it got out there that they were putting a 19-inch tire on this motorcycle. Made no sense to me. And guess what? I was right. 21-inch front, 18-inch rear. Totally perfect. exactly what it needed to be. You're not going to have a 19-inch tire and a 17-inch rear on a rally type bike. It's just not going to happen. So I did get that right whenever I talked about that on another video that I did of basically midweight dual sports that are going to change everything. And these bikes are going to change everything. The KTM and this Tenere. This Tenere is a fantastic bike. I'm just saying I think they missed the boat on it. I think that they had the jump on KTM and they missed the boat. They're going to release it way too late. Going to have the release dates here in a minute. Suspension. They did great. Front and rear is fully adjustable. You got to have that. You can't say it's a rally type bike and you can't adjust your suspension. So if you don't have that, it's kind of going to be, you know, a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's just really going to be a big deal. The fuel capacity, like I said, 217 miles on that bike, 4.2 gallons. You're definitely, it's going to make all the other bikes. It's going to be straight up premium unleaded on those. You're not going to be able to run anything else because these bikes are high performance bikes. Instrument panel, LED, really real nice. I'm sorry, LCD, and it features kind of a bunch of stuff. It's not quite as nice and as elegant as the KTM the way they set it up, but it is nice. It's pretty cool. They're saying they're having a few switchable features on there, but I don't think they're going to come with all those extra riding modes and stuff like that. They're not really talking about that. So like the KTM where you have all those different presets that are going to basically, you know, help you out. But the bike itself is really pretty. I mean, it's a good looking bike. I like it. I mean, I think they did a good job. The problems of the defaults that I see in this bike: underpowered, too heavy, and it's being released way too late. 689cc bike. I mean, come on, Yamaha. You cannot tell me that you could not squeeze out more horsepower out of that bike. It's basically, you know, it doesn't. I just don't think it has enough horsepower for what it is. I just don't. I mean, I really don't. I just don't believe it. 72 basically 0.4 horsepower is what they're squeezing out of that bike. I just, you know, for a 700, I just think they could have got more out of that for that bike, especially, you know, for the weight that it came in. The weight of the bike, it's not crazy, but it's definitely not in the KTM. It's 452 pounds, 4.2 gallon tank, basically 9.5, 9.7, you know, inches of clearance. The seat height, nailed it. It's perfect. 34.6 inches. That's going to be great for just about anybody, and I'm sure you can lower it some with, you know, either a linkage or something like that in the back. Chain driven, 6-speed, you know, wet clutch, you know, overall, I think it's a fantastic bike. They did a great job. The problem that I see with it, I think that it's probably going to be too expensive. I think that the weight of it is too much for what it is, especially being a 700cc motorcycle at 400, you know, and 52 pounds. And the release date, really? Second half of 2019, and then in the US, get this, 2020. Who wants to wait till 2020 to get this bike? You've been teasing this for 2 years, and now you're going to add another 2 years to it? Come on, Yamaha. Anyway, like I said, I think it's a great bike. I think it's going to do well. The MSRP is going to be out in a little bit, just like the KTM. We don't really know where that's going to fall in. My biggest kicker is I think they got the weight wrong. I think they could have went. The gas tank is not horrible. I think they should have went a little bit better, closer to a 5-gallon tank. And the weight and the release date, really, I just think that's ridiculous. But anyway, like I said, Super Ténéré. I'm sorry, the Yamaha Tenere 700. That's the specs on this bike. It's not coming out for a long time, so you might as well just hibernate until it comes out. And especially if you're a US, you know, wanting this bike. But overall, beautiful bike. I think you win, you get the bike. I just think those are some of the defaults. But those are the actual specs. That is what this bike will have. I don't care what you read. It's 100%. But like I said, my name's Joe, 690 ADV, 690 News. We find out about it. We're going to bring it to you first. You guys have a great 690 out.